Tell us that he is still playing at a high level at 45 when you had to stop at 35.
Skip, that's what you do.
That's the point.
That's what you do. Every time I call something into question, I'm jealous.
No,
Skip, I did what I did.
never said you were jealous of Baker Mayfield.
Skip, I did what I did. You make it seem like I was a bum. I'm in the effing Hall of Fame.
Hey, what's good, sports fans and media junkies? So this is kind of big news. According to Ryan Glassbeagle, 1 year after Shannon Sharpe departed FS1's Undisputed, his former longtime co-host Skip Bayless is reportedly on his way out at the end of the summer as well. For those who don't know, Skip Bayless made a name for himself on ESPN with Cold Pizza, then moving to First Take with Stephen A. before finally landing at FS1 with Shannon Sharpe. He's also known for his provocative rhetoric style, publishing unsubstantiated rumors about Troy Aikman back in the 90s, constantly criticizing LeBron James, even though he's done absolutely nothing to him, and really just stirring up controversy wherever he goes. So how did this all come about? One, I think we need to rewind back to when Shannon Sharpe was still on the show. Bayless' partnership with Shannon Sharpe on Undisputed was a hit until it wasn't. Let's start with the tensions between Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe over Tom Brady. Shannon criticized Tom Brady after a very poor playoff performance against the Cowboys, really calling out all the mistakes in the game that he played. Skip, a staunch Brady supporter, took it personally and went on the offensive. He questioned Shannon's entire career, suggesting Shannon was jealous of Brady's success and that he wasn't Tom Brady.
Tell us that he is still playing at a high level at 45 when you had to stop at 35.
Skip, that's what you do.
That's the point.
That's what you do. Every time I call something into question, I'm jealous.
No,
Skip, I did what I did.
I never said you were jealous of Baker Mayfield.
Skip, I did what I did. You make it seem like I was a bum. I'm in the effing Hall of Fame.
Okay,
I got 3 Super Bowls.
So what?
So what?
He's way better than you were.
I'm better than you.
Better.
Skip, I got to see what you do. You take personal shots.
No, I don't take personal shots. You started it.
Time out.
The crazy thing is this wasn't the first time Skip really accused Shannon of jealousy. And a similar incident occurred when Shannon suggested Skip was overly nice to Brady just to secure interviews, and Skip really took that to heart. So understanding where Skip has been on these topics before kind of gives you an idea of where he's going on future topics as well. So with that said, and knowing that, let's move on to the next incident that really caused a rift between both co-hosts, and that'd be the Demar Hamlin incident, which caused a major rift between them back in 2023. So after Demar Hamlin collapsed on the field, Skip tweeted, "No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of the game. But how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant." Now, this tweet sparked outrage, with many interpreting it as insensitive to Hamlin's critical condition at the time. Skip later tried to clarify his tweet, emphasizing that Hamlin's health was all that mattered, but really the damage had been done, which then led to Shannon being notably absent from Undisputed the following day. When Shannon returned, there was an on-air confrontation. So he mentioned that he wanted to address the tweet live, leading to a heated exchange on air. Shannon expressed his disagreement with the tweet and was asking and hoping Skip would just take the tweet down. But Skip, being Skip interrupted him in the middle of his monologue, firmly stating he wouldn't take it down because he stood by those words.
And I understand you have something you want to share this morning.
Good morning, yes.
Good morning.
There's been a lot of speculation of why I wasn't on air yesterday, and I won't get into speculation or conjecture, innuendo, but I will say this. In watching that game on Monday night, what happened to Demar Hamlin struck me a little different. As a brotherhood in the NFL, when injuries happen, when we know injuries are a part of the game, I've seen guys suffer ACLs and Achilles tear, but I've never seen anybody have to be revived and fight for their life on the field. So they struck me a little differently because I remember seeing my brother paralyzed on the field temporarily, and he was able to regain focus. Skip tweeted something, and although I disagree with the tweet, and hopefully Skip would take it down, but I didn't want it.
Well, time out. I'm not going to take it down because I stand by what I tweeted.
Skip, let me finish.
All right, okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Go ahead, let's go, Jen.
Okay.
I mean, I cannot even get through a monologue without you interrupting me.
Well,
you could have came back, Skip.
Well, I thought,
Skip, just let.
I didn't know you were going to bring up.
No, I was just going to say, Skip, I didn't want to yesterday to get into a situation where Demar Hamlin was the issue. We should have been talking about him and not get into your tweet. That's what I was going to do. But you can't even let me finish my opening monologue without you interrupting.
Okay. I was under the impression you weren't going to bring this up because nobody here had a problem with that tweet.
No. clearly the bosses wanted you to offer explanations. So clearly, somebody.
No, they did not have. Nobody.
Let's go, Jen.
Thoughts and prayers remain with Demar Hamlin.
That's where the
gentlemen,
focus should have been,
certainly,
and not on the
continues.
football game. Yes, let's go, Jen. Thank you.
And this confrontation highlighted the growing tension between the two, making for a really uncomfortable and awkward viewing, in my opinion. The fallout from these incidents was significant. Athletes and ESPN analysts all over from sports industry called for Skip to be fired over his tweet about Hamlin. The tension between Skip and Shannon reached a boiling point, contributing to the eventual end of their partnership on Undisputed. And that really brings us to the ratings. When Sharpe left, it was like taking the wind out of Undisputed sails, and that's what started the ratings nosedive. After Shannon's departure, Undisputed took a major hit in the ratings department. We're talking as low as 50 to 70,000 viewers a show. Compare that with the same exact show happening on ESPN, First Take. They were at 600 to 800,000 viewers at the same time span. Ouch. On top of that, Skip tried multiple failed comeback attempts. Fox tried to breathe new life into the show by bringing new guests on like Lil Wayne and Michael Irvin, Keyshawn Johnson, and even Richard Sherman, and other sports personalities like this, but it was little too late. The ratings just never bounced back, calling for the end of the show at the end of the summer. So what's next for Skip Bayless? At 72, Bayless has had quite the career. There's speculation he might start his own show from home. He's kind of already started with his podcast that is also not getting a lot of traction. I anticipate that he's going to do his own thing for a little while before eventually joining back up to one of these main media companies. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Some argue that Bayless' style of punditry has overshadowed traditional sports journalism. Now it's all about hot takes and controversy versus having substance and really talking facts about what you're speaking on. And a lot of people blame Skip Bayless for introducing this into sports. I mean, one thing that I think we can attribute to him is the GOAT talk. LeBron, Michael, like we have to always pick one. One has to be better. Like, I don't think he understands that more than one thing can be true at once. With Bayless out, Fox is likely to rebrand. We might see Undisputed replace it with a completely different show. We might see them try to add another host into the show and keep it. But one thing is certain, there will be no Skip Bayless on FS1 Undisputed. The end of an era in sports media. What do you think? Is this the death of debate shows, or is just a changing of a guard? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, it's your boy Zach Lauer signing off. I love y'all. I miss y'all. Come back for the next video. Peace.